Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. So I get a lot of questions as to how to correctly apply your rhinestone transfers to your t-shirt, your hoodie, or whatever garment that you're using. So this is going to be a quick video going over that. So I just grabbed a piece of Teflon sheet and I placed that inside the shirt. I prefer to use Teflon sheet inside over butcher paper, just in case if some of the glue does happen to go through the shirt. If the shirt, say, is a polyester shirt or a shirt of a thinner material than cotton, sometimes that glue can go through. If you use parchment paper, it's going to stick to that parchment paper and you're going to have to try and peel it off, and it's going to be a whole process. If you use a Teflon sheet, it will not stick to the Teflon sheet. You can just separate it and pull your Teflon sheet on out. So I do like to use my lint brush or my lint roller just to make sure the shirt doesn't have any lint or debris. And then here you see me where I have my t-shirt ruler and then my chalk pencil. So I just marked that so I can make sure I have my center placement where I need it to be. So I just put a small dot in the center, and then right below that dot, just a little bit below that dot, is where I like to place my templates or my transfers. And you do want to be careful when you're peeling your transfers off the backing that they don't, stick or happen to fold over and stick. That way you won't have any rhinestones that move out of place. So just be careful when you're peeling your transfers off of the backing sheet. And once you have your placement where you want it, go ahead and just lightly press down on that. And then I'm going to grab a piece of parchment paper and just place that right on top. And then I do press all of my transfers at 340 degrees for 45 seconds. So once that first press is done, I'll peel back that hot fix tape. I'll go ahead and place my parchment paper back on there, and I'll press for about another 10 to 15 seconds just to do a quick reassurance press, make sure all the stones did stick or are sticking. And then from there, I'll go ahead and remove my Teflon sheet, and then I'm going to move this shirt off to the side and let it cool. And then I'm going to go ahead and press my second shirt, and I will show close-ups of both shirts at the end of this video. And again, the same process, grabbing my Teflon sheet, inserting that inside the shirt, and then after that, I'll grab my lint roller just to make sure the shirt is free of any debris, dust, lint, or whatever. And then from there, I'll grab my ruler and my chalk pencil. Now, as far as the time, I know there might be some people out there that like to press it for a shorter period of time, 10 to 15 seconds or whatnot. I would say it really depends. The temperature can vary from press to press. I have two different presses that I do have, and both of them I always use 340 degrees for 45 seconds. I would say at the bare minimum, you do not want to press any less than 20 seconds. I should say 20 seconds should be the bare minimum that you do press your transfers on. You just want to make sure you give the stones time to heat up and for that glue on the back of the stones to activate and fully be adhered to your garment. So I would say 20 seconds is the bare minimum. I suggest 340 degrees for 45 seconds. And the reassurance press, you don't necessarily have to do. That's just something that's kind of my peace of mind that I do. But again, it's all up to you. But just make sure that you're giving those stones enough time for that glue to start to activate so they do stick to your shirt properly. And here I'm doing the same thing. I'm just lining that up where I place that dot with the chalk pencil, and then I'm going to press that down, place my parchment paper, and then go ahead and press that 340 degrees for 45 seconds. And on this shirt, there was actually a stone that was not sticking. So I laid my hot fix tape back down, or my heat tape back down, and then repressed it. Same temperature, same time. And here's same thing, that one stone. So what I did is just took it off of the hot fix tape and just took with some tweezers and just placed that in the space where the stone needed to go, and then just repressed it. So if you ever have an issue with a stone, just go ahead and take the stone off of the tape, put it directly on a garment, and press it. And I'm just checking to make sure that stone is stuck on there and that it wasn't a bad stone or a stone with not enough glue on it or any glue at all. And so it was fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that Teflon sheet. And then from there, I'll show you the final results. And there they are. They turned out really good, and I really love that shine. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.